Something is quietly breaking inside the global auto industry, and most drivers will not find out until they are staring at a repair bill they cannot afford. The market in 2026 is not just shifting, it is splitting in two. On one side, engines engineered with surgical precision, squeezing every last drop of performance out of modern fuel systems. On the other, hundreds of thousands of drivers discovering that a single tank of contaminated fuel is enough to trigger thousands in repairs or complete engine failure. Here is the thing: over 500,000 engine damage claims linked to poor fuel quality and injector contamination have already been reported across major markets this year. And dealerships are not sounding alarms. They are quietly tightening warranty language and rewriting fine print, shifting the cost directly onto you. And get this, most of these failures are being officially blamed on driver maintenance issues, not fuel quality. Translation: the manufacturer keeps its warranty intact, and you absorb every dollar of the damage. Stick around until the end, because the final engine on this list is built to survive the worst fuel conditions on the planet, and it is not even close. 1. Ford EcoBoost 1.5 and 2.0. Ford once marketed EcoBoost as the future of American efficiency. The numbers backed it up for a while. The real kicker is what happened after the sale. Early EcoBoost generations produced above-average warranty claims that quietly rattled Ford's internal service departments. Used market pricing on EcoBoost vehicles has been discounted more aggressively than comparable rivals because the market has already priced in the risk. Low-speed pre-ignition, what engineers call LSPI, is a violent, uncontrolled combustion event that turbocharged direct injection engines are uniquely vulnerable to when fuel quality drops even slightly below spec. Translation: one bad tank in the wrong conditions can detonate your pistons from the inside out. The injector replacements, carbon buildup service, and oil dilution repairs that follow are not cheap. Bottom line, a power engine living on the edge of detonation. Thrilling until the fuel gets dirty. But if Ford feels unstable, wait until you see what is happening inside Volkswagen's empire. 2. Volkswagen Group EA888 2.0 TSI. The EA888 powers the GTI, the Tiguan, the Audi A4, and half the performance bargains in the used market. Genuinely impressive. But here is where it gets truly desperate. Early generations use a direct injection-only architecture, meaning fuel never washes over the intake valves. And get this, intake valves need that fuel contact to stay clean. Without it, carbon deposits build up like barnacles on a shipwreck, choking airflow and strangling performance over time. This is not a fringe complaint. It is a built-in maintenance cycle that Volkswagen owners now budget for like a subscription service. Translation: you are not just buying a car. You are enrolling in a carbon cleaning program for as long as you own it. Bottom line, a masterpiece engine that slowly self-destructs in slow motion without constant attention. If Volkswagen is expensive to maintain, BMW is where precision becomes financial discipline. 3. BMW B48 and B58 engines. BMW's tagline is the ultimate driving machine. Nobody argues with the driving part. The cost of keeping that machine alive, that is where it gets brutal. High-compression turbocharged direct injection systems demand premium fuel, not occasionally. Every single tank, every single time. The moment fuel quality drops through contamination or ethanol inconsistencies, injector sensitivity and carbon service intervals accelerate in cost. Above-average post-warranty repair costs are not an accident. They are an engineering consequence. And in regions where fuel quality is deteriorating fastest, BMW ownership costs in the 2 to 5 year post-warranty window are climbing hard. Translation: you are buying a scalpel. Scalpels require sterile conditions. Real-world fuel in 2026 is not a sterile environment. Bottom line, precision engineering that punishes neglect. And neglect increasingly means filling up at the wrong station on the wrong day. If this breakdown is already saving you money, hit like and subscribe right now, because the next engines are where reliability splits the market completely in half. 4. Hyundai and Kia Theta. 2 engines. The Theta 2 saga is one of the most damaging reliability stories in modern automotive history. Massive recall campaigns, extended warranties, goodwill repairs across multiple markets and model years. Hyundai and Kia were not just fixing engines, they were performing reputational triage. Here is the thing. The root causes were layered. Manufacturing debris and oil passages, lubrication sensitivity, combustion instability, and poor fuel quality amplified every single one of them. Newer models have genuinely improved, and sales recovery is real. But legacy reputation damage does not evaporate on a product cycle schedule. Translation: an engine family still carrying the ghosts of its own manufacturing past. And in a fuel crisis environment, ghosts get louder. Bottom line, warranty protection helps, but confidence is a longer rebuild than any recall campaign covers. But Hyundai's struggle is historical. Subaru's issue is structural. 5. Subaru F20 and FB25, direct injection engines. Subaru built its reputation on rugged reliability and all-wheel drive dominance. That reputation is real, and it is now being quietly tested by direct injection technology inside that iconic boxer layout. The horizontal boxer configuration creates unique thermal management challenges that conventional vertical engines do not face. Add direct injection, and you have a setup significantly more sensitive to carbon buildup under imperfect fuel conditions than Subaru's older port-injected engines ever were. Intake deposit complaints are climbing, and early maintenance intervals are running higher than the brand's traditional buyers were prepared for. Translation: a loyal workhorse engine kneeling under the weight of modern fuel complexity. The platform architecture is still strong. The combustion system now demands more from the fuel than anyone told you at the dealership. Bottom line: great capability, rising maintenance reality, and a fuel tolerance gap that widens every time regional fuel quality slips. Are you seeing more fuel-related engine issues in your area, or is this hitting certain regions harder than others? Drop your location and what you're driving in the comments. 6. Mercedes-Benz M264. Engines. Mercedes-Benz is selling you a luxury orchestra. The M264 is sophisticated, refined, and technically impressive. But here is the thing. A luxury orchestra requires every instrument in tune, every single time. This engine combines turbocharged, direct injection with advanced emission systems that add layers of sensor complexity and fuel requirement precision. Premium fuel is not a recommendation, it is a mechanical non-negotiable. And get this, in a 2026 fuel environment where contamination is spreading into premium markets, not just economy ones, that non-negotiable is getting harder to guarantee. Post-warranty injector failures and sensor degradation driven by fuel quality events are pushing ownership costs into genuinely alarming territory. Translation: a luxury car engineered for a perfect fuel world, operating in an increasingly imperfect fuel reality. Bottom line: an extraordinary experience that falls out of tune the moment fuel quality drops. And that moment is arriving more frequently than Mercedes marketing will ever acknowledge. 7. Stellantis 1.2 PureTech. The PureTech was supposed to be Europe's efficiency breakthrough. Deployed across Peugeot, Opel, and Citroën at massive volume, it delivered impressive fuel consumption numbers and won awards that marketing reprinted on every brochure available. And get this, the real-world durability story was a completely different publication. The belt-in-oil timing system design creates a contamination sensitivity that has triggered warranty extensions across multiple European markets. When that belt degrades, and evidence across owner communities and legal challenges confirms it degrades prematurely, the failure is catastrophic, not gradual. Contaminated fuel accelerates oil degradation. Degraded oil accelerates belt wear. Belt failure in this system does not give you warning lights. It gives you an engine destroying itself from the inside. Translation: an economy engine engineered on the edge of mechanical compromise, now stress-tested by the worst fuel quality. Environment in a generation. Bottom line: low consumption on the sticker, high long-term risk in the real world. If PureTech is fragile, GM shows what happens when torque meets fuel instability at scale. 8. General Motors LTG and L3B engines. General Motors built its turbocharged portfolio on American torque delivered with modern efficiency. Strong volume, competitive pricing, real performance value. But here is the thing. LSPI is not a minor footnote for these engines. It is a documented risk that forced GM into engineering revisions mid-production. High-pressure turbocharged direct injection engines are vulnerable to low-speed pre-ignition events when fuel quality drops or when low-octane fuel enters a system tuned for higher octane combustion. The revisions were genuine improvements, but they managed the sensitivity within an assumed fuel quality range, and that assumed range is now being violated in more markets, more frequently than those revisions were designed to handle. Translation: a torque monster walking a tightrope over a fuel quality canyon, strong when conditions are right, exposed when they are not. Bottom line: controllable risk with fuel discipline, a growing liability without it, and discipline at the pump is getting harder to guarantee in 2026. But GM's risks are still manageable. Toyota is playing an entirely different game. 9. Toyota Dynamic Force Engines at 25. Here is the thing about Toyota. While every other manufacturer on this list was chasing efficiency through single-system direct injection, Toyota's engineers did something that looked conservative at the time and now looks like the smartest decision in the industry. The dynamic force engine uses a dual injection system, port injection and direct injection working together. Port injection washes the intake valves with fuel, preventing the carbon buildup strangling every pure DI engine on this list. Direct injection delivers precision and efficiency. Together, they create an architecture dramatically less sensitive to fuel quality variation than anything else in its class. The market has already voted. Toyota consistently posts the highest resale values in the world. Inventory days are extremely low across global markets. Fleet managers, the most data-driven buyers in the industry, have run the total cost of ownership numbers and landed on Toyota every single time. That is not brand loyalty, that is math. Translation: bulletproof engineering for an imperfect fuel world. Not because Toyota got lucky, because they engineered for the world that actually exists, not the world the spec sheet assumes. Bottom line, the immune system of modern engines. Built to survive exactly the fuel crisis that is breaking every fragile competitor around it. The 2026 fuel crisis is not coming, it is already here, and the divide it is creating between engines that survive and engines that fail is the most important thing you can understand before your next vehicle purchase. On one side, manufacturers chasing extreme efficiency and turbocharged output, often at the direct cost of fuel sensitivity and long-term durability. On the other, brands that prioritized mechanical tolerance and real-world fuel variability. Most buyers never see this divide until the repair bill arrives. Here is the thing. Do not buy the engine you wish fuel quality supported. Buy the engine that already assumes fuel quality will eventually fail you, because in this new reality, reliability is not just a feature, it is financial survival. Hit subscribe right now, because the next breakdown might expose which brands are quietly facing their biggest reliability crisis yet. And knowing early is the only thing standing between you and a 5-figure repair bill you never saw coming.